After signing another top 3 recruiting class in the 2022 cycle, all eyes now turn to the 2023 class, where the Bulldogs are off to another excellent start. So now that the 23 class is the one to know, of course, I went out to see some top Georgia targets and commitments this week. Got to hit the road, got to see the kids if you want to be an insider. And of course, that is why y'all are over on Dog Post and watching our videos, and we really appreciate it. So, few of the guys that I went to go see and get the latest on their recruitment from. The first guy was Caleb Downs, 5-star safety, do-it-all athlete, the #1 player in the state of Georgia, in my opinion, out of Mill Creek High School. Not the biggest guy, but he really does check up all the boxes on defense. Will help out on offense too, but he's got range. He's got ball skills, had 5 interceptions last year, a leader of the defense, a student of the game. His dad played in the NFL with the Falcons. His brother is a speedy wide receiver at North Carolina from North Gwinnett. And Caleb Downs is the next guy up. He is a major target for Will Muschamp, Kirby Smart of the Georgia Bulldogs. He was one of the first guys that they checked up on last month when the staff was able to go around, see different schools, and check up on some kids. Mill Creek was one of the first stops because Caleb Downs is that big of a deal for them in the 23 class. One of the top safety prospects in the country, one of the top overall defenders across the country, the 23 class. He is a name to know. And of course, we have an update on his recruitment coming over on Dog Post. Might be up on the site right now while you're watching this. Maybe I'll have to write it a little bit later. But this is a story that you do not want to miss. He was in Athens last fall when Georgia played Kentucky. He was back in Athens last month to watch them bring in the national championship parade. So he's been to Athens. He's a major target, and there's a full recruiting update over on Dog Post, or there will be very soon. So make sure you check that out. Another guy, another top Georgia target, of course, Justice Haynes, one of the best running backs in the country for the 23 class, the best running back in the state of Georgia. Just finished off an incredible junior season, 2,000 plus yards. Again, the dude's unstoppable. He's another guy who checks all the boxes: speed, power, agility, vision, you name it. He's got a multi-sport star at Blessed Trinity, big-time baseball prospect as well. Great kid. Of course, his father played at Georgia, caught the pass against Tennessee to win the game in 2001, the hobnail boot play. His father, Veron Haynes, made that play, and Justice spoke to me about his love for Georgia, Clemson. We spoke a little bit about Alabama. So he went into full detail, and that story is over on Dog Post right now. So make sure you check that out. He's one of the top players in Georgia, one of the top running backs across the country. A major Georgia target. I expect them to take 2 running backs, and I think Justice Haynes, probably towards the top of that board. There's so many good running backs in the 23 class. I'm not sure which guy is at the very top for Dell McGee, but it could be Justice. He is that good. And of course, there's a full recruitment on him over on Dog Post. He's the real deal and a guy that Georgia fans definitely need to keep an eye on. Another 4-star defensive tackle, Caden McDonald out of North Gwinnett, the best defensive lineman, interior lineman in the state of Georgia, in my opinion. 20 sacks last year, 62 tackles for loss. I had to confirm with the North Gwinnett coaches multiple times, saying, all right, this dude really had 62 tackles for loss last year. The guy was a monster, lived in the backfield, played both ways too. It's 7A ball at North Gwinnett. He's about 6'3", about 330 right now, maybe 320, slimming up a little bit, trying to lose some weight, but he is quick off the ball. Again, lives in the backfield, gets after the quarterback, had 7 sacks against my South Forsyth War Eagles in the playoffs last year. This guy is the real deal. Was rocking an Ohio State shirt, as you can see, at school when I went and spoke with him in person, but he loves Georgia. Meant to take a visit to Georgia in January, but promised the Louisville staff prior to that he was going to go up to check out Louisville, but he will be back at Georgia this spring in March, and he's going to take visits to Oklahoma, Arkansas, where he has family ties, A&M. He's going to visit a lot of places across the country because he's one of the best. There are not a lot of guys with his quickness for his size who can move at 330 and just terrorize quarterbacks and running backs. He's one of my favorite players in the state of Georgia. He holds a Bulldog offer, and I think he is the guy high on their defensive line board in the 23 class. So Caden McDonald out of North Gwinnett, another name to know. Lawson Lucky, a guy on the commit list right now, 4-star tight end out of Norcross. Looks the part for sure. I think with Norcross having a new offensive coordinator this year, they're going to open it up a little bit more, going to throw the ball around, and I think we're going to see a lot more from Lawson Lucky in the passing game compared to last year. He's a thick, powerful run blocker, but the guy knows how to catch passes, and he's excited to catch more passes and just continue to be a big play in the passing game as a senior this year. So Georgia has, I mean, they're tight end you right now, just pumping them out. They have the best tight end room in the country. They have Oscar Delp in the 2021 class, the 22 class, and they have Pierce Sperlin, another pass-catching machine from Florida on the commit list in 23, and Lawson Lucky as well. These two complement each other very well. He's a Georgia legacy, is Lawson Lucky. His father played at Georgia in the mid-90s, and he told me earlier that, in person, when Georgia offered, they were going to be really, really tough to beat. So he's been a Bulldog for a long time now, and he goes in depth on that during our conversation. So, of course, that is also a story that you do not want to miss. You'll read all about Lawson Lucky, why he committed to Georgia, what he likes most about Todd Harley, and what are the strengths of his game. So make sure you check that out. And then lastly, Caden Lee, 4-star wide receiver out of Kennesaw Mountain High School. He's held a Bulldog offer for a while now. He told me that Brian McClendon was one of the first guys that he's really built a relationship with, knew him when he was at Oregon. Now he's at Georgia, and I think the Bulldogs are going to start pushing for Caden Lee. Not the biggest guy, not the longest guy, but he runs routes. He knows how to get open, create separation. He's a big play waiting to happen, can help you in the screen game, can get behind defenders and make big plays down the field. There's a lot to like about his game. Very Dominic Blaylock-like. He's a natural receiver, quick feet, in and out of his breaks, knows how to get open. A lot of guys just use either speed or their size to make catches after, over and over again where they've got a guy dripped all over their back, right? Caden Lee knows how to get open on his own, create separation. He's an excellent route runner, one of the best in the state. And I would have to say that he is one of the best receivers in Georgia for the 23 class. There's no doubt about it. Another guy that Georgia fans definitely need to know about and keep on their radar. Guys, thanks for watching this video. As always, hope you learned something. Stay tuned to the next video coming up right now, and I will see you over on the website.